everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Harmless, and please, we have a very delicate issue on our hands that I want you all to please look into this particular matter, please. And I want you all to drop your comments and look into this issue as a judge, as a lawyer, as whatever. But please, I don't want you to take side in it. I want you to listen to the particular case and what happened. Exactly, listen very well. Hear from the both parties before you judge. This whole issue concerns one of our late sister, Faith Aigbe, 25 years old, I'll be 27 years old because some are saying 25, some are saying 27 years old lady that died in the car of one Enogie of Uroho'S village in Aigbe, local government area of Edo State, Nigeria, precisely. And in this issue, there are many complications in this case because in social media, everybody is shouting, we need justice, we need justice, we need justice. I think justice can only be prevailed when a case happens, something like this, and somebody come up and claim the responsibility, or still after the investigation and the judge and everything, after the last hearing, that might somebody might be guilty concerning the case. So that is when we can grant justice to the family of the deceased, you understand. But in this particular issue, this case is so complicated. That is why I want you to listen very, very well before you judge. Because really, we want to give justice to Faith Aigbe, the young lady that died of recent in the car of His Royal Highness Friday Ogiaraki in the Edo State. So it all started like this. I will still allow you to still listen to some of their voices, so that you also will understand where we are and where we are going to. So according to the information, it was said that we first of all listened to Kate's mother, whereby Kate's mother was saying that she never wanted Kate to be with Friday Ogiaraki, the Enogie of Uroho'S village, because His Royal Highness, he has married at least 4 wives already and has a lot of children. And she, the mother of this young lady, Faith, did not want her daughter to have anything doing with the king. But in other way around, we understood that Kate was already dating this particular king, His Royal Highness Friday Ogiaraki. So now what happened was that the mother of Kate said that somebody called them. They called the family of Kate, asking them to come to a hospital in Benin. That Faith. That Faith was rushed down to the hospital, and on getting there, they find out that Faith was already dead. So the mother now is accusing the king, that is the fiancé of this Faith, because Faith also died after some complications of abortion. So that is where this case got so complicated that we have to look into it to know who killed who, who murdered who, how does Faith died, before we can get justice for Faith. So the mother said they called her to come to that particular hospital. Getting there, she found out that her daughter was dead, and she was locked up in the car of His Royal Highness Friday Ogiaraki. And please, let's just try to listen to the mother a little bit. Then we continue from there.
My pikin for his body, he said that he not go live her. Now I say, I know what, the woman don't born for you. You get that many for woman for us. They don't born. I don't want to my pikin marry you. Come out, now I go there. I go to Uganda. Now carry my pikin, come back for there. Now say, if I see you for there again, from there, now carry a call house. I said, Richard, make this woman my pikin they teach because of I remember for that. I said, me not the teach for there again. Around 5 men they gonna come and say, Enogie. They say my pikin to hospital. I say, which hospital is it? He did hospital. I say yes. Now Papa said that person gonna say, they say say for the village for that side say they Russian come here. Now we make us take us so. When we reach here now we just say no get up kill my pikin. You don't look up for some. You don't look up for some much.
So, as you all have heard, that was the accusation of the mother. She was saying that Friday, the Royal Highness, was the one that killed Faith. And now we continue to the case because we found out that Faith was, pregnant for 8 to 9 months. She was already due for delivery. And the fiancé of Faith, which is His Royal Highness Friday Ogiaraki, is letting us to understand that, as earlier the mother of Faith have stated already, that he don't want both of them to be together. Now the Friday also is confirming it because he is telling us that Faith went for an abortion in Abuja City because the mother of Faith did not want Faith to marry him. They don't even want anything to do with him due to he have wives already. And the mother of Faith, with the pressure and the tension she was putting on Faith, convinced Faith to go and abort the baby that was already due for delivering. Gosh, we don't, I don't just want to get angry. Let me just, finalize it. Then later maybe we can add 1 or 2 advice, So the baby that was due for delivery, that the mother of Faith took Faith to Abuja Hospital and aborted the particular child. And now, Faith now came to his house 2 days after he returned from Abuja. And the Faith went for that abortion without his own knowledge, without the knowledge of the man that impregnated her, without the knowledge of the father of the baby that might hold responsible if anything happened to her. Now, Friday, the Royal Highness is telling us that when Faith returned 2 days after, then Faith came to his house. So, and let us understand that there are voice messages of WhatsApp that Faith wanted to, that is used to explain to him what happened before he arrived in his own place. So the voice message was telling us that whereas I think you will still listen to it, so but let me still break it down a little. Where Faith was trying to explain, telling the fiancé, the Royal Highness, that they have went for abortion, they have went to remove that thing, and he's telling him that due to the complications of the abortion, because the baby was already due, and the way they removed the pregnancy, they did not clean everything up, that there are some parts of that baby's body in her belly, and that is what is making her to feel pain around her stomach. And 2, that her body was open, because her body is still open and her body has loose already, that she cannot be so strong because of the situation, you understand. So after listening to that voice record, it convinced us that really Friday, the fiancé, never knew that Kate was going for an abortion to abort his baby. That was her part. And now, then after now, Faith came back 2 days after. She fell ill, that he was driving Faith to the hospital when Faith died in his car. That he never abandoned Faith. He was trying to get the family so that they could escort him, and so that they can take the body of Faith to the mortuary. So let's come to the other part. How did these 2 people met? How did they know each other? According to His Royal Highness Friday Ogiaraki, he made us to understand that he knew Faith in one college of education in Edo State, Benin City, where both of them studied together. And since then they have been friends. So they became, partners since 2020 February. So up to now they are dating together, whereby Faith got this pregnancy of 8 to 9 months, and he wanted to do the bride price, marry Faith and everything, but the family refused. The family of Faith refused, especially the mother, saying that the man has family already. He don't want her daughter to do anything with him. And also the mother make us to understand that even where Faith normally teach, where she worked, that her mother makes her to change that particular working place. They makes her to change the location, relocate to other place, because they don't want her to be getting in touch with this Royal Highness Friday Ogerake. And now we have found out again that Faith was living in the house of this Friday Ogerake, because we have seen the room, as you can see in this particular video. The room was filled with the baby things that she was buying in respect of her child. But I don't know what went wrong that makes her to be convinced to go and abort a child of 8 to 9 months. Now that Faith is dead, and she died in the car of this Royal Highness while he was trying to drive Faith to the hospital. But the family of Faith did not convince about that issue. They are saying that he is the one that killed Kate, that the Royal Highness Friday Ogerake killed Kate in the car. And please, what I want to say and what I want to add to this issue is this. I have never seen where people will go and abort 8 to 9 months child. At least that baby is due already. Why killing that innocent child? Even if Faith does not want to marry the king or whatsoever, at least allow that child to have a life, because she has prepared for the birth of the baby. She has bought things, expecting all the good things in life, because there is no you are not a woman if you don't have a child. But if you don't have a husband, nobody cares. But what they ask is your wife, your child, whether your husband died, whether you are divorced, whether whatsoever, that is none of the business of anybody. But when you don't have a child, it's become business of each and everyone in the whole wide world. So why don't you just bear the consequences, the shame, or whatsoever what their family is telling you, and give birth to that particular child? Anyways, some of us, we make mistakes that we normally regret sometimes. And for the mother of Faith, I don't think it's normal for you to take the daughter of how many years, 25 to 27 years old, to go and abort a child of 8 to 9 months pregnancy? What are you thinking? Don't you even know that Faith might even lost her life during that process of abortion, and the baby also is going to die? So I call all this that is murder. They are committing murder if you look at it very, very well. You understand? And for the part of the king, we normally know that royalty, some kings, they marry a lot of wives, this and that. But looking at the background and where Faith is living with this king and so on, I don't think it's one of those kings that can marry more than even one or two, even one wife set. Because looking at him, you see that there are a little poverty in that particular area. So getting another 4th wife or 5th wife, that is not the case. That is not why you are a king. You are a king to lead and prove.
The pregnancy is 8 months plus, let me say 9 months, when her mother took her to go and abort the pregnancy without my consent. I don't know anything about it. I was shocked and surprised. Even in my conversation with her, is there. I even told her, you have done what your mother asked you to do.
I don't think that the purpose of being a king is for someone to be marrying 100 wives that he cannot even take care of or whatsoever. That is not an example of a leader. A leader has to prove to his people that he's strong in all areas and manners of life, to give advice, to lead them through, not to bring to mislead them, to be teaching them things that is wrong in the society. Even when you know that it's wrong, you will still keep on doing it just because you are king. That is unfair. Because you have 4 wives already. I don't know what you want getting another wife again. And look at what happened in the process. The poor little girl need to have to die, even also killing her baby also. That is so wrong. And so please, my viewers, I don't know how we can judge this particular issue, but for me, I think everybody that is crying justice should just calm down and let the just take its course. Let them do the autopsy to find out what really killed Faith. If it is the act of the abortion, I don't think that Friday the King is guilty, because he is not the one that took Kate for abortion. He is not the one that forced Kate to abort that child. Faith did it, for unknowingly to him. You understand? So I think that will be the cause of the family to be, especially the mother that took her daughter of 27 or 25 years old to go and abort a pregnancy of 8 to 9 months, a child that is due for delivering. I think her mother needs to pay for that, not for the king to pay for that. But for now, we don't have to judge unless we find out what really happened to Faith. How does Faith die? Did he die out of strangling, out of beating? Or did he die out of bleeding? Or is it the complication of the abortion that killed her? Before anyone can come out and say, please, justice. Yes, we need justice, really. But we first of all want to confirm what really happened to her. Because this case is a complicated one.
I don't see your face for time. Now me call me because now I know not want to tell you for phone. As I call you again that time. I don't go where for this thing. Because I know the woman risk, big risk now take. Say now go do that kind of thing, say the thing say now come out finish before now make me come a fee pay. All those things. Say as it be so. Say my body is still open. Say my money is still open well. Say my body is still open. Say but I try and see as it be so my body is still fresh. I be like person with new. All those kind of things. Say the thing not for finish. I know be like on the pain. So nothing I tell you.
I never abandoned the corpse inside my vehicle. She died inside my vehicle when I'm taking her to the hospital. When I get there, I start contacting her family people so that they will come. Let's take the body to the mortuary. Calling them, they refuse to come. I said, okay, since they refuse to come, let me go to the nearest police station, who is under my jurisdiction, who can help me out. And my family people were there. That's how I went straight to Olobo Division. Before they get there, another news have been spreading.
So my lovely viewers, I really think and I feel that we really need justice for Faith. And please, let's fight for that justice. Let them do autopsy and check what happened to Faith before we can know who to blame and who will bear the consequences. So please, you can drop your comments at any given time, contribute to this particular aspect, and still give advice to those that need it most. Thank you all for watching, and please, parents, know the way you treat your children so that you will not lose them tomorrow by mistake. Thank you all and remain blessed.